What's up, Pisces? So I'm going to do your October message, whatever comes out, okay? Whatever my heart desires so far is, if we want to go into your finances, your love, whatever. But I'm just going to stick with the flow and see what we can get tapped into for your message, okay? I started your oracle cards and you guys have hopeless romantic. If y'all don't stop fantasizing on love, like, I definitely get it. Somebody here is definitely like fantasizing about like when they will get their happily ever after. Stop thinking about it. When a person is meant to be in your life, they're going to stay in your life. They're going to be in your life. Okay. But somebody here, maybe you've been single for a while, Pisces, or maybe just had like situationships that didn't work out, or you just didn't know if you wanted to be with somebody here. But I think this is for the singles though, that have been single for a while and just not, you don't have like a partner. Somebody here is fantasizing about a partner. And you possibly are watching like these sappy romantic movies. Somebody here loves romantic movies. All right. I don't know what kind of like it's funny romantic movies, but I also see here that somebody really loves like deep fairy tale movies. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to be careful because listen, you have clickbait here. I'm not saying that, you're clicking on movies, and you might be clicking on a bunch of movies. Somebody here is just, I don't know if you're looking for like romantic movies because you do like romantic movies, but don't get like the clickbait is here because do not get like sucked into like fantasizing. Somebody here is fantasizing, okay, too much. And because you're fantasizing too much, it can be very misleading. I think that's why the clickbait came out. But also, somebody here is also scrolling online. Maybe it's been a while you've been on like Facebook or Instagram or something. Maybe it's been a while since you started scrolling and had your phone. But you got to be careful what you're clicking into because there might be headlines going around the world right now. And there's a lot of stuff going on if people don't know, just FYI. There's a lot of things that are going on, especially here where I live in the US and outside of the US. Okay? And some of the stuff I feel like you're seeing is somebody here, you're not getting like scared, but you are somebody here that is like very content. But people are coming to you and you're looking at their phone and you're just like, oh shit, like, is that really what's going on? Be careful what you're seeing online and what you're scrolling in. So if a friend or a family member does come to you or somebody does come to you and say, hey, have you seen this? Just be careful to not get sucked into like exaggerated stuff that's through social media and like the newspaper, because you have to be careful with that type of stuff right now, especially during this time frame. Somebody here might be getting, you probably don't get scared over something, like, especially if you're seeing like, I don't know, I feel like somebody here is clicking into something that has like a police like shooting, and I don't know, so you might be just getting a little irritated, mad, sad, something like that of that nature. All right, and then we have inner child. Maybe you do like bubbles. Somebody here likes bubbles, or you used to do bubbles when you was a kid. But I feel like the inner child is coming out because you're very playful. Somebody here is very playful with the way that you show like your character. Your playfulness comes out when you're around people or just when you're with yourself. Like, you're just reconnecting with self and you're loving like the stuff that you're doing. I don't know, you're playing like a game. Somebody here is playing like video games or possibly like a chess. Maybe you're playing chess. Somebody here is playing some type of board game. And you're tapping into like stuff that you used to do when you was a kid. Okay? Like, you're just really, you're tending to yourself more. And it's making you very happy. Like, people might be staring at you like, oh, what are you laughing at? You just laughing at yourself. You're a happy person. Somebody here is very happy right now. But you're also thinking about love. You're being really romantic with your thoughts. All right. All right. What else does October need to, like, you might be doing this now. This message seems like something that you've been doing for a little bit of time, but it seems like you're starting off your October, like, just like being silly and happy with yourself. And you don't care if it's bothering people. Okay, that card just didn't want to go in. All right, you guys have the Three of Pentacles here. It did not want to go in my card. You see it, cards. You see how I try to fix it? It really wanted to come out. So I feel like you might be pondering about something in regards to group conflict. I'm going to see if it's current. Give me one more on the Three of Pentacles. The cards are flying today. I feel like there's somebody here in your life, possibly, where they have high expectations of you, Pisces. They have very high expectations, and I feel like their expectations, I feel like, whether it's something, you got the Hierophant in the reverse. There's somebody here that had very high expectations, that you feel has high expectations of like life. They might be going through something. This is somebody here that created a lot of group conflict. And I don't even feel like this has anything to do with you, Pisces. You looking from the outside of all this fucking nonsense. You sitting on the sidelines right now, possibly. You might be observing. This is stuff that's going on outside. All right? I feel like this might be something that's still going on, Pisces. There's a group conflict here. Why you're stuck in this, I have no idea. But the way that you're viewing it is that there's somebody in your energy. There's a King of Wands that's in a reverse. It's either a Sag or a Scorpio. You're viewing this nonsense. And you think that, I feel like it's something, it might be like at work, or there's something here with a group conflict. I feel like this has to deal with like some type of group. You got the Hierophant in the reverse though. All right. It's definitely some type of organized like group here. And I feel like you looking at this from the outside because you see people doing silly things right now. And people are having expectations that are just not achievable. And you're just, I think you're judging. Are you judging, Pisces? I know, I don't see your energy here. I don't even feel it. But I know if you watching from the sidelines, somehow you in this, but you watching from the sidelines. Yo, I don't know. You seeing people really fold right now. Okay, you got the Ten of Swords in reverse. There's a Gemini here that feels like their life can get any worse than what it is, because they may have gotten orchestrated into some type of bullshit here that they had no idea what they was really getting themselves into. It could specifically definitely be a Gemini. And I feel like you watching some shit go down from the outside because you, Pisces, there is an Empress here. Possibly, it could be an earth sign. Okay, specifically. Possibly. Okay? But it could be any sign that is really like, I don't know, they had a glow up in some type of way, right? As people is mad. People are trying to get in between what the Empress has right now, because she's very financially stable. And I feel like the people that are having a hard time, it could be the Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Gemini. I don't know. They did something tricky. They try to do something tricky to this Empress. Sorry, I say it all weird. They could possibly have Cancer placements, or it could be a water sign. All right. They're really like, they have their shit together here. And I feel like a lot of people right now is not mad because, I don't know, you got the Queen of Cups here in the reverse. They're viewing them as somebody here that was codependent in the past, but it feels like here that there's people here that are codependent on this person. You're viewing everything from the outside. I don't even see your energy, or I'm not seeing it in the deck, but I can feel the energy that you looking at it from the outside. You're viewing this shit as ridiculous. Okay, because you may know something With the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a lot of people here that are very upset because somebody here is actually like tending to themselves and they broke a cycle here. We have the wheel of fortune here. It's in a reverse, but it seems like here it could turn at any point though. Somebody here is breaking a negative pattern here and people don't like it. They're trying to come up with plans to try to I don't know. They're trying to make up plans here to try to take down this person, but with the Ten of Swords here for this Gemini, they're going through some things that are where the Wheel of Fortune is not really going in their luck. Okay? And then with the Knight of the King of Wands here, this individual wants to argue with this person. Or just like they're seeing it also. I feel like the Scorpio and the Sagittarius that's viewing from the outside, they're also seeing that something cannot be achieved within some type of group dynamic with the Three of Pentacles here. It's like there was teamwork to take somebody down here and it's not working. And then on top of that, this earth sign or this water sign is mastering something at this time with the Eight of Pentacles. It seems like, I don't know, somebody here is feeling disappointed as well. You might feel disappointed. We got one of your cards at the bottom of the deck with the Eight of Cups here. You're choosing to walk away. You might have been tied to this person here. You might have been tied to this water or this earth sign. I feel like you're looking at this group like they're goofy, possibly, and you're walking away. Pisces. You're choosing to walk away and withdraw because you see what's being done here and you can see that it's silly. It's silly. I don't know. You're seeing something as silly, petty. You're seeing people for how they truly move right now. And whether they take it as like, what? You don't care. You're choosing to walk away because something can't be achieved here. Not only that, like the more that people are doing something to take somebody down is not really going in their favor. You're choosing to walk away from this thing. All right. You may have been with this person in the past or maybe you just know them. Okay. But you're choosing to throw in the towel because you have a brain, Pisces. Okay. Like a lot with the Hierophant in the reverse, I feel like it definitely is like a some type of like dynamic here. But somebody here is a lot of like people are being a lot like they're acting like hypocrites when it comes to whatever this person is doing. Hypocrite. And this person's not paying no mind because this is somebody here that it could be a water sign that these people are trying to take down. I don't know, or it could be your energy, but I'm getting here it could be a water sign. They might just have earth placements possibly. There's something going on in a neighborhood. This is a conflict that's going on in a neighborhood. All right. Also, I feel like there's neighbors that are also involved within this, like this dynamic that's trying to also take this person down. This individual is receiving justice at this time. And somebody here abused their authority. With the abuse and neglect, somebody here has abused their authority. And I'm getting here that they try to play God in somebody else's life. They're trying to abuse, like they abuse their authority. They may have abused this person or they have abusive tendencies, but it's not, I'm getting here that this person they possibly were abused by the person that is doing this stuff to, and does not need to be all physical. It could also be emotional or mental abuse as well. And then putting somebody's life in fear. Okay, I see that as well. There's somebody here that try to have like control over one individual. That is abuse, by the way. So I don't care who comes to my page to watch my shit. When you are doing certain tactics to try to scare somebody or put fear in their heart, that is abuse. Just FYI. Okay, anybody that wants to come to my page and monitor. All right. And somebody's laughing outside the window. Yeah, it's funny. Money. Somebody here, there's money that's really involved within this whole dynamic here. The person that was paying people off don't have the money no more to pay people off. Just by the way, they don't have the money. They was possibly paying people money to like really do shit to this individual. How old are we, please? Yeah, I'm gonna come at your projections because how old are we? Are we still young? I guess so. What else? Why? What is the reason why they was trying to do this? It's definitely for money because people are act broke. Okay, yeah, dry. Their pockets are dry with the desert card. That's the reason why they doing it because a lot of people that was involved, whether it's family members or listen, we have neighborhood here, neighbors. They don't know any better because their pockets is dry. That's why they do it for money. What surveillancing people? I see heavy surveillance on one individual. That's stalker vibes, by the way. You can get charged for stalking somebody. Just FYI. Anybody want to come to my page again and monitor? Or over listen? Just FYI. Also, I don't know. Okay. They're trying to keep this hidden. It's not hidden. People can see it plain, like really clear, by the way. People can see it. It's plain as day, all right? That people can really see it. It's not, the hidden card is here, but this shit not hidden, okay? You got surveillance here at the bottom. I'm talking about having cars outside somebody's house, monitoring, like a monitoring spirit, surveilling through somebody's phone. Like, this is how bad this shit got. Like, that's crazy. We got a secret here. Somebody has a secret. Or maybe there's a couple here that's hiding a secret. There's a couple here. This is a couple I feel like that's hiding behind all of this, possibly. Extra. That's doing something here. They have a secret. It's no secret, though, because people can see this. This is extra here. Somebody's mom, grandmother, I'm saying getting here that somebody's mom has orchestrated some of this shit. Somebody's older, like, woman, like, older, so it might be an auntie that's also involved. They're trying to bury this with the dismemberment. You know what? Maybe they, no. Okay, somebody here has played a part in somebody's disappearance. I don't know. Are they buried somewhere? Might possibly be in the desert. I had the desert card come out, but I'm getting here. It could be a body of water. Somebody's body was thrown in the water. I'm getting here by an older couple. They're going to be fleeing off. I see here they already fled off, possibly. I don't even think they live anywhere in the States. That's what I'm getting here. Intuition, Pisces. You used your intuition when it came to seeing what's going on here. I feel like maybe you did. I don't know. I don't see that you played a part in this. You may have played. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that you played a part in this. You have intuition here. You have intuition. Somebody here trying to block your intuition, but I feel like here you observe. You are a great observer. You watching shit go down. Your intuition's on point. I don't know. I'm feeling here that be careful, guys, because if you do anything like me, people definitely overhearing. Okay, that's all they can do. Monitoring spirit, monitoring people. I don't know. It's funny though. Okay. Pisces, I don't know what's going on here, but that's definitely that's something that's going on here. I feel like there's people that are going to be walking away from this situation this month because they even are looking at the situation like, what the fuck is going on here? Shit is not going in their favor. You see that, Pisces, you're not dumb. And I don't know if these are group of friends that you work with, but there's something here that's not panning out. I had to like I was telling my story about how I was gang stalked. Also, you don't need to be in a gang to gang stalk people. It's 1 to 5 people that orchestrate together by one person, and they just do these tactics, which it is abusive when you try to mentally fuck somebody's brain up by. Because that will make somebody crazy by gang stalking them, by monitoring them, by acting fucking weird. That is abuse. That is abuse, by the way. And people don't realize that, but they're going to fucking know it if you come to my page to monitor. All right. But yeah, they got paid off. Did all this type of weird shit, and I was followed. Even when I went out the city, they followed my family. Like it's the craziest fucking shit. And I educated cops out where I'm from because there's not really a term for it where my family's from. They don't have a term for it, but I pretty much like told them that there is a term for it. They did start realizing that it does happen out in the bumblefuck area. It does 100%. It does not need to be a gang. It's like a few people. It could be way more than 5 people that get together and they just antagonize one fucking person. It is illegal, by the way. It is illegal. That's why I have all the proof. I have all, like, just keep your proof. Because, yeah, it is illegal. So, Pisces. Anyways, I'm going to continue. I know that some of my neighbors do spy. Somebody was laughing. I don't know where they was laughing at. I don't know if they was laughing, and then I heard the door open. But it is what it is. We had a party here. We have party. Focus on not being like partying too much this October. I know y'all love Halloween. Somebody here loves Halloween. Listen, I do too. But somebody here like really fucking loves it. Y'all be getting dressed up and all. You might be 40, 30 years old. You still getting dressed up. Even if you have kids, you still getting dressed up. All right? Even if you're single at home, you still have it. You're rocking a t-shirt that has something on it, or Scully or something. Somebody here likes Scullies. Like, I'm talking about like the hats. But just be careful with partying this month. I mean, there is a reason for everything, right? Party like with moderation. All right, I was trying to find a word for that. Party with moderation. Don't overdo it, and stay away from people here that are going to be projecting. I see here somebody might be bringing some fucking bullshit to you. It might have to do with this group situation that's not obviously working out for too many people here. You're going to notice that people are going to start projecting and also walking away. These are individuals that can't stand to be told that they are wrong. And these are individuals that cannot stand to look at themselves in the mirror and look at what their shadows are. Like, oh, I am toxic. Let me figure out what those toxic traits are and work on them. Oh, I do have issues from when I was a kid. Let me start working on it. How can I work on that? These are people here that think they point fingers. There's a projector here. You're going to start calling it out. Pisces. You're going to start calling it out, and you're going to start going towards your north node. You know I love this card when it comes out. You know I love this card. People, do we not love this card? The north node. But I see here, that's also cosmic shit, all right? You might be visited by an ancestor. It could be a parent that passed away and went on the other side, or it could be just like a grandmother or grandfather. Somebody here was very close, or if somebody here lost somebody, and your spiritual team is like super cosmic, all right? Cosmic shit. They may have been very spiritual. Maybe you didn't know that, but somebody here is of the stars, all right? And your purpose, you're going to start stepping into your purpose. Somebody here is now finding out that they have a purpose. And it could be something very small that you would never expected. Like just being like putting smiles on people's faces, being that helper. Somebody here loves helping people, but you enjoy it so much that you've made it your walking purpose to help people, whether that's helping them like get their garage clean, helping them put things together. Somebody here really has a fucking purpose. You are somebody here that walks with a purpose. You're a fixer-upper. Somebody here loves helping individuals. It could be elderly people that you love helping, or it could just be your friends. Like, you are that number one friend that people usually go to help fix stuff. All right? You have a lot to celebrate this October, Pisces. I spit on my lip. You might be receiving a gift from somebody here. You have an offer coming, or somebody has a crush on you. That's what I'm getting here. Like, but I see, because of the way that you've been moving, the way that you've been handling like your character and like having this growth, you're gonna be getting a certain gift here. And I feel like it's a spiritual upgrade. Somebody here is being visited by a ancestor, maybe a parent, because you've been working on yourself and you're just being authentic. You're receiving some type of gift because you're moving the right way. You're having courage to change. Somebody here is really changing. Pisces, I've been having this message come out for you for a little bit. And you're deciding to put down that big ass ego that you have with your big ass brain. You're sitting it on the table, or no, it's being dusted up. You're putting it up on a shelf. You fucking closing that shelf, that door, and you're locking that ego in, because when it's time for you to have that inflamed ego, you'll be able to take it out. But right now, I feel like you're being very sweet. You're moving very genuine nowadays. And you're having a rebirth this winter. All right. Your money's going to start looking real. If you're having like finance issues, which I don't feel like you are, I could do a finance reading, but I feel like Spirit doesn't want me to do one. I feel like your money's looking real good this October. You are getting some type of rebirth, but this could be like a spiritual rebirth where it's like you're tapping into your gifts and you're just receiving a lot of blessings from the universe. That's what I feel like that rebirth is going to be. It's like new you, but better in winter, okay? And you're focusing on the present. You're very grateful for what you have right now, Pisces. And you may not have a lot, but I feel like here, if you do have stuff, even if it was passed down by your parents or your uncle or auntie, it doesn't even matter. That is generational blessings, wealth, stuff that was passed down to you and your family. Okay? I don't know what just flew in front of the screen, but that must be confirmation of some sort. All right, Pisces. I'm going to do like all signs for this weekend. All right, for you guys. So make sure to check in with this weekend. I'm just going to leave it at that. But somewhere here, Pisces, you're walking away from some type of group dynamic on something specific when it comes to an individual. Because now you're just thinking it's silly. And you're going to focus on you. Okay? Peace out, guys. You guys have this gift coming in. It's a spiritual gift, just FYI.